Let's open up with tennis players. Let's do some tennis stars. Well, let's pick some big names. I'll start, seeing as you lot haven't wrote one in yet. Let's pick some big names from tennis that we know. Who is it? Billie. Who's that one from the past? Billie. No, Billie Jean King. There's the first one we'll go after. From the past, Billie Jean King. Clues in the name, 3 first names. King is a first name, believe it or not, it is. Billie Jean King, 3 first names. It's your first marker that you're looking at a secretly transgendered person. They put it in their names. Don't tell me I'm paranoid, because Bruce Lee's got 2 first names. John Wayne's got 2 first names. Buddy Holly's got 2 first names. Sarah Silverman. Stan Boardman. Jack Nicholson. Pamela Anderson. Dwayne Johnson. Johnny Wilkins' son. Don't tell me it's not in the names, because it is in their names, that's for sure. Billie Jean King. He literally looks like a lesbo, doesn't he though? He does. Look at the muscles on him there. That's the real Popeye the Sailor Man right there. Look at those arms. He's got a big enough gap right there. Even though it looks soft, he's still got a huge place to put a spicy meatball. There's the girlfriend. Look at the difference in him. She's going bald, look. She's only 20 years old. She's going bald as a coot. Billie Jean's wife there, going balder than a coot. Who's this? It's another dude, isn't it? Who's that? How did Billie Jean, Ilana Kloss, fall in love? It's 2 gay guys in a loving relationship. I don't know what to say. It's a scam. It's a sham. The whole world is confused. No longer can you tell what a woman looks like. Elton Auntie John. She looks like an old Jordan there. The man with the big square jaw, the man with the big deep set eyes, and the woman with a sloping jawline, pointed chin, eye set, monkey looking ears, and rounded John Lennon glasses right there. There's your woman, there's your man. Look at how the skin hangs on the jaw, the jowls. We call it male jowls, right? We have jowls, men. Women don't get the jowls as much, look, because your cheeks are in a different position to us. Your mandible isn't as wide as ours. As soon as you learn to do this for yourself, the better. Then nobody can fool you ever again. You understand? No one can charge you for this information, because I put it out for free. I've done more celebrities than anybody else. I've already covered most of the major tennis stars in the world. It's the new ones I haven't done. But we're going to go over the old ones. Billie Jean King, one of the most famous names as I grew up. I'm Generation X. I'm Gen X. I was brought up when your mum put you out on the streets at 9 o'clock in the morning and said, don't come back till the lights come on. And we went everywhere. We really did. We walked miles, like in Stand By Me. Have gone, will travel at the speed of a man. That one. Right, anyway, what is that? What is going on there? Billie Jean King. Oh, you got a pair of girls who have chopped the boobs off carrying you in a big pink flamingo flowered, feathered carriage. State of that. FTM's carrying an MTF. Right, Billie Jean King. Did I do the face? No, let's do the face real quick. It's a bloke. Final. It's a bloke. Final answer. Look at the size of his head. Look at the size of that smile. Look at the wife. She looks like Woody. What's his name? The Woody. You know what I mean, don't you? It looks like him. The Jewish lady. What did they call her? Woody Allen. No. Woody Allen. 2 first names. Woody Allen. 2 first names. Harlem. I'm getting old. Woody Harlem. Oh my gosh. Dementia. Come on sooner. Set on sooner, please. So I don't know where I am anymore. That'd be nice. Because I'm living in what can only be described as a living hell. It isn't hell. Hell's below your feet. John Lennon told you this. There he is, look. The macho man. 80 years old, still flexing, look. Oh, look at that fella there. If you can't tell that one's a... Look at the size of that arm. Oh, my gosh. She could literally pick you up and carry you over the threshold because it's a dude. John McEnroe, we'll get to him, don't worry. This one here, Serena Williams, 2 first names. They put it in their names. They love to code it. Look at the shoulders on these two. You wouldn't think they was tennis players, would you? Surely they're American footballers with pads in. Oh my gosh. Imagine having a woman lay you in her bosoms and her shoulders fold around your ears. You feel like the meat in a taco when she hugs you. Size of them two. Joke. It's an absolute joke. Do you know what? It stands out so badly to me now. It does. So when people say to me, you wouldn't say it to her. I'm telling you, if that thing passed me in the street, it'd get called out. Any of these monsters would. And I'll tell you where, if I ever come across you in social services or anything, I'm going to straight call you out in front of your colleagues, everyone. I don't give a rat's ass. I am a trumpet for God. I tell the truth everywhere I go. Who was it who said, George Orwell said, anybody upon discovering the truth in the 21st century and trying to speak about it to others would be deemed absolutely crazy by his peers, friends, and whatever else. But like Jesse said the other day, when I saw her and Ezra's now got autism after his 12-month checkup, you bastards. Jesse said it to me. Do you know what, Spud? Everyone said you're crazy, but everything you said's coming true. Oh, it's going to get worse, I'll tell you. We haven't even started tribulations yet. Right, anyway, Billie Jean King. Look at the straight hanging arms. Look at the pencil body. There's not a curve in there. It's just shoulders, look. All of them. Shoulders, shoulders, shoulders. Bowling ball skulls right along the line. Men. Men, 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 men. 2.5 men. No, 5 men. 5 full men. In plain sight. Billie Jean King walking. Let's destroy your little lesbian woman here. Because it ain't no lesbian. It's a gay guy. Billie Jean King. You better give me gates, Billie Jean King. Because this ain't looking hopeful. All these star pictures. There we go. Billie Jean King, game over. Straight legs, knees together, look, with the broad hanging shoulders. And then we've got the shoulder tilt on this little lady with the beautiful chicken nom-nom legs. Crossing the knees in, look. And again, the full march versus the full mince, look. Oh, no, that's a march as well. Sorry, my bad. It's carrying a handbag. So look, same again, Billie Jean King, knees together, the dude with the handbag. And that's it. That's all you need, right? We don't need any more. It's a dude. That's the same picture, Peter. No, there's a different one. 2 dudes walking onto court. They've already brought the an app out that does it. Not an app, but they've got an app. They've got an AI that knows a male from female walking. Imagine when they give that to the public. You'll all be holding your phones up in public everywhere you go. It'll be like having a They Live scanner in your phone. Your phone will become a pair of glasses, won't it? With an AI tool that spots this for you. Oh my gosh. There'll be no escaping it then, will it, when AI starts picking up on it? It's already doing it in pictures. But what I'm talking about is an actual app that scans someone walking. And it can do it multiple times in seconds. Just beep, 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 beep. Right, Billie Jean King's a dude. Thanks for playing CSI. Next. Margaret Court. That's an old name. He's got the biggest chin I've ever seen. P.S. Margaret Court. They made a statue out of him. What's this? AI mode. That's new. When did that turn up? I didn't even touch it. AI, what's going to happen? No, I'll just go to images. Look at the chinny chin on him. And the neck. It literally looks like a Galapagos turtle popping its head out of its shell, doesn't it? It does. There he is as a young fella. Oh, you ain't passing. Not never, mate. Look at that neck. Oh my gosh, it just did. Holy moly. Holy moly! What is that? You could put a bridle on that. You could put a bridle on it. Look at the length of that neck. That is an horse's neck, innit? Oh my gosh. Even if it had 1 foot long hair, it still won't reach its back. He had made a statue of this one. It's got a neck like that on it as well. You know when at the end of Beetlejuice, when when the wife's sculpting the head of that snake, that's what that looks like to me. Is that the wife? Let's have a look at her. She's got close set eyes, big flat forehead. Or is that the wife? Oh my! Look at Grandma's rounded eye sockets. 5 head. Nana, you gone bald as a coot, Nana. I gotta be honest with you. I've never gone round anyone's house and thought your Nana looks like your granddad. Your granddad looks like an egghead. Never. Oh, look at that. There's what we're talking. Look at this. What's that? That's the space where you can put Mama's spicy meatball. Look at the size of that. Oh, that's just a dude. If I could just Photoshop that out and someone showed me that, I'd just go, who's that dude? Because they didn't put any boobs on it, lot. I'd just say, who's that dude? Because it looks exactly like a man, doesn't it? Look at that neck. And it's mimicking real life. Just remember, it's mimicking real life. Oh, no. It looks like a Scottish pine tea, Donald. And, of course, the strings of pearls around his neck. We all know what that is, right? Spunk bubbles. That's what it is. That's what they're mimicking. Blokes with spunk bubbles round the necks. I'm not joking. That's meant to be a string of pearls. That's exactly what they call it. I'm going to give you a string of pearls. Right, anyway. There's another fella, look. Serena, we're going to get to you in a minute, you big old dude, you. Let's carry on with the Galapagos turtle here. Look at that neck. Honestly, it looks leathery, doesn't it? It literally looks like it's made of bark. That is a real tree trunk of a neck. Look, it literally looks like a tree trunk. Right, anyway. Margaret Court, MC, 33. Margaret Court is MC, 33 father. Everything's Shimantria. Everything's Masonic. You're living in an inside-out, upside-down world, folks. I can't help you see the kingdom. You have to see it from within yourself. And when you do, we'll all be on the same page that we've been lied to in an unholy manner. All in a bid to hide God. That's Billie Jean King, isn't it? Oh, that is Margaret Court. That wasn't Billie Jean King in that other picture. It was Margaret Court with straight legs. There he is again. This one's attempting to walk like a woman. Is that him there? Who's that? Stop the bus. Oh no, no, it might be him. Margaret Court. I think that's a woman called Margaret going to... No, it might not be, because that's a real funny gait, and so's that one. That's a tiny foot. Look how small that shoe is. Has he transplanted a schoolgirl's feet onto his ankles? Size of that foot. Honey, I shrunk your feet. If that's Margaret Court, look at the gate. There's a nice one. Right there. Margaret Court. Straight legs, knees together, space between his feet. Look, he walks like me, end of story. He's got a big old skull in his kneecaps, look. Ha, 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 ha. What, is that blood? Has he cut himself? Did he fall over? Did he graze his knee? I bet he didn't cry. I bet he didn't need no Savalon. Size of them hands. Sweet baby Jesus. His hands are like tennis rackets. He didn't need tennis rackets. He could have just played with his hands. Size of them hands. You can't be kidding me. Can you imagine if Grandma told you off? She'd knock you into next week. It'd cost you £3.56 to come home on a bus. It would. Size of them hands. Sweet baby Jesus. Oh. That's the wife. Look at the wife. They say you can't tell by looking. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about it? I can do it just on the necks. Just on the... Forget the shoulders. Just look at the necks. Oh, gosh, that's a funny one. Right, I think I'm going to take that picture. I'll do something with it. It deserves it for getting me to laugh. Right, Margaret Court. There is no way on this God-given flat plane that that's a woman. Ever. That's a woman right there. Grandma with a squashy face. Look how small that triangle is. That's not a 5 head. That's a 6 head. Margaret Court, yet another famous celebrity woman that married a Tefal scientist. There's a lot of Tefal scientists in this world, isn't there? Right, anyway. By the grace of God, I thank you for showing me these things, Father. I really do. I'm glad I got the message from all of the flip-flops that gave me part of the truth. I'm glad I got that message, Father. For that, you can't shoot the messenger. I agree. I can't shoot them for that. But the minute I caught them lying about the core identity, then everything else has to go out the window. Other than the things that I can prove myself in a courtroom to be true using forensic science. Margaret Court is a man. If you can't tell by the neck, I can't help you. Right, next. Andre Agassi, that's a good one. Andre Agassi. What an egghead this is. Oh, we got it. What an egghead that is. Small face, pretty eyes, close set, small ears, no jawbone look. Where's your chin at? Why have you got a hole in the bottom of your neck there? Can you see the scar? For those of you that are new to this, on a woman, they have to add an Adam's apple. And what they do is they take a piece of the woman's rib, they cut a tiny section out of it out, and then place it and strap it into the throat, but it's actually stapled in place. So unlike a man's, which is double pronged and it splits up and down, as we talk, it goes up and down, left and right. And when we move, it moves with us. It doesn't stay in one place. And it certainly never, ever, ever is pushed over to one side like this is. This is pushed left, look, of the throat. It should be over here somewhere. It should be more about here, shouldn't it? When you think about the straightness, the symmetry of that neck. That is a small triangle, right? Very small triangle. Soft. Look how shiny the eyes are, like she's crying. Bright eyes, burning like fire. Andre Agassi, women all around the world love this thing, this lesbian. Look at the lesbian in the headband. Look at the close-up. Look at the features. They just don't look right, look. Look at the flat 5 head on that. That's a beast of a 5 head, isn't it? Right, Andre Agassi. 8 is heartthrob to most women. Without a jawbone, look. Where's his face? Where's the bottom of his face? It's like someone shaved it all down. Or I'm looking at a sloping jawline of a woman instead of a man's. You're still not sure what it looks like. Where is my skulls? Dang it. Are you hiding them from me again? Bitches. They're hiding them from me. Are they in there? No. Oh, there they are. That's what we're looking at. This sloping jawline of a woman. Not the big square one that a man gets. A mandible. If this was a boat, a cross-section of a boat coming towards you, this would be a big diesel ship that carries cargo containers. This one, because of its sloping jawline to the pointed point, that would be like a schooner, a sail ship, you know? The fast one. the slow one. Look at the sides of that. Diesel! Anyway, let's go back, and that's exactly what I'm looking at there. No Diesel. Who's his wife? Who's his wife? I've got a picture of his willy. I can't remember. It's the German dude. Not Martina. That one's Czech, innit? Steffi! There, that one. Graf. Look at the hooter on that. Where are you from, mate? No City. I'll tell you where he's from. He's from that country I'm not allowed to mention. They both are. Look at the beaks on them. They've both got massive schnozzes. Just remember, your children, your granddaughter or your grandson will never, ever, ever become top tennis players. They'll never become the top boxers. They'll never become politicians. They'll never have a chance of being royal. Everything in this world is two-tier. You don't understand that there's a secret nation of people that rule over us, tax the hill out of every natural person. So there's poverty and hunger, and this is what allows robberies and all the nasty things that happen in this world through sin. It is sin to happen because they control money. Money is the root of all evil. It's not the love of money. The Bible says it's the love of money is the root of all evil. What are you talking about, Father? Money is a man-made bollocks. God created everything and said it's yours. It's free. Off you go. God didn't ask for anything back. Just your thanks and your praise. And that don't cost you a penny. You can verbally say thank you, Father. And that's all he wanted. A thank you. But the whole world is in debt because of these people and their bloodlines. Bankers. We're talking about bankers. We're talking about the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the JP, what's his name? Morgan. 3 first names. We're talking about the bankers that rule over you and pull the strings behind everything. This whole world is a lie. Brooke Shields, look at the size of that man face. That thing just got uglier. Have you seen Brooke Shields now? Look at this. If you don't believe this ain't happening, Brooke, is it with an E? Brooke Shields, it is. It's sad to say, in every way, she got manlier and manlier every day. Look at the thick, look at the rectangle shaped eyes first. Right, they're not rounded eye sockets. Look at the size of those cheekbones. Look where they come in from. Widest part below the eyes, right there. Bink on both sides, look, widest part. Look at the short sloping forehead. It's not a 5-head, it's not vertical because the brow bone overhangs it. It slopes backwards. There's no widow's peak. Look at that diesel. That absolute diesel of a jawline. If you want to tell me that's a woman, you are on drugs. Because I know what a man's face looks like. Like that, with a big square jaw and wide-ass cheekbones. With a big square jaw and wide-ass cheekbones. I don't need those skulls. I can see them skulls when I look at people. And most of my students can do the same now. Those that have been here a long time. Those that have survived my wrath. Brooke Shields is bloke. We should do Brooke Shields, really. Brooke Shields is a man. But that's not who we're looking for. We're looking for, we'll do Steffi Graf next. I've got a picture. I've got 2 pictures of Steffi's penis. Right? So just brace yourselves. There he is. It's simple to see. Neck of clock. Who's got the Adam's apple? Take your time. Look at the soft-faced woman, the bald-headed, soft-faced woman. Look at the hard-faced man with the big neck and the double-pronged Adam's apple. Steffi Graf, can you see the difference yet? Do you see the man? Oh my God, who does that look like? Someone's got to get this. Who does that look like? Trumpet, Blair, and clapping, golf clap. If you get this, who does that look like? I put a picture of this person up the other day as well, not long back, the other week. Bum, 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 bum. And the game over, look. The ski with legs versus the straight legs knees together on Steffi. Let's go back a picture. That one right there. Adele. Oh, a little bit. It's not the right country, wrong person. The person I'm thinking of is English, but it's not Adele. It does look a bit like Adele, not the same. Adele's chubbier than that. Celine Dion. A little bit like Celine. The Celine's more... Sarah... Oh, it looks a little bit like Sarah Jessica. It does. It's the beak. Angela Rayner. No, it is English, though. I can't believe none of you can see it. Unbelievable. This person is absolutely against the rainbow and all that bollocks. Well, even though this person is the rainbow. Lady D. No, not Lady D. I can't believe you can't see it. The richest woman in England, and it's not the King of England. This person's richer than the King of England. From writing books. Nobody got it. Like, I had to give you a clue. I'm going to tell you, I'm getting the trumpets. I'm getting the clap. J.K. Rowling. Well done, me. J.K. Rowling. I'm seeing J.K. Rowling like a bitch. Right, let's go back. We need some gates on Andre Agassi. Walking. And there you go. Oh no, wait, come on, mouse work. That's not going to show it, is it? No. See, anybody looking from a newbie perspective, now he's got straight legs. He knows the picture's being taken. It's the bits where they're not paying attention, look. Shows you the real gait. The paparazzi shots is what we look for. Like that. There's your straight-legged boyfriend. There's your ski-whiff woman. Look at the size of those hips. Boys with boobs on YouTubes. Andre Agassi, mincing. Is that his daughter? Oh, it is. Andre Agassi, look at the state of them legs. Ski-whiff. I've got a slight problem with the Chinese person there. What's wrong with that leg? I've got a problem. Oh my gosh! Ah, wooga! That looks a little bit like it's a woogering. Same with this one as well. Straight legs. Well, this must be a female tennis player, and that must be his boyfriend, because that one looks like Steffi Graf with the straight legs that matching this one. I can see a penis there. Look, that's what forensics does. At 30 paces, you spot women with penises. Andre Agassi, walking. With the diamond, with straight legs. Problems in the picture. These are generationally, secretly transgender in their own families. So, in the eyes of the law, you're not allowed to touch children, full stop. What happened to Andre Agassi is against the law. Look at that broken leg and foot. What happened to Andre Agassi? Arms akimbo, look. The top half. Look at the top of the arms. Was totally against the law. However, Andre Agassi accepted her fate to be a man, to be presented as a man, and to fool the whole world, which is Satan's work. It's how God's going to see it. Unless this person's being forced to do this, and I don't believe they are. Some of them maybe. Maybe some of them try to break free. And that's why we have some people getting absolutely levered on drugs and dying young. And maybe some of them do die young through not wanting to be part of this conspiracy against mankind, because that's what it is. It's a true conspiracy against us for natural people. This is the part where people don't get this. When I was a flat earther, I remember one of the trolls telling me it would take millions of people to run an operation to hide the flat earth. And now I know who the millions of people are. They're all secretly created in the image of the Baphomet. What do I mean by that? Baphomet. You don't know who the Baphomet is? This is the Baphomet. It's the goat-head god. There are statues of it all around the world. It's praised. It's worshipped. And all of your celebrities know the truth about masonry, the pyramids, space being fake, the flat earth. All the signs are here, look. the inverted cross of Jesus, etc., the two suns or moons. This is used in music, the scale, the musical scale. It's all there for you. Understanding the as above, the triangle up, triangle down, male versus feminine, the penis versus the vagina, which is why you see Hitler putting his hands up in this position, Donald Trump putting them down in that position. It's all phallic worship. Yeah, obelisks. It's penis worship, basically. But there's something different about the devil, Satan, Beelzebub, to average man. Lucifer was a man, right? Sent down, well, a male angel, sent down because he tried to revolt against God in heaven. Why God put him here, I've got no keen idea. Shouldn't he have just gone straight to hell? But he didn't. He came down. He mingled with us. He fooled Eve. She was the easiest one to fool. Adam was there when God created the world. Adam was there when he named all the animals. And then he looked at all the animals. They all had partners and asked for Eve. Eve was the easier one to fool. So he went after Eve. And then Adam loved Eve so much, he sinned with her. And when he got caught sinning, he blamed God for his sin because God created the woman. You're going to have to admit that you've been wrong in this world, that you've sinned, that you've lied, that you've cheated, that you've done things that you wouldn't otherwise done if you'd known the devil was real and he was fooling you into thinking the world was a ball, fooling you into thinking that space exists, fooling you into thinking that 2 aluminium cans can bring down stone buildings designed to withstand earthquakes. The lie is so big and mighty, you only have to pull on one of the strings or blow on one of the cards and it all falls down. Satan's got a pair of boobs. That's the problem in this picture. Satan's got a pair of tits. As above, so below. The lightning bolt right there. Remember? When people tell me Hitler was a good guy. Hitler wasn't even a guy. Shut up, mongs. His words were true. What he wanted to do for Germany was a good thing. It was. It was to sort out money. Give Germany their own money instead of being controlled by outside bankers. It was a good thing. The only problem is the best way to lead the opposition is to control them. So even though they told you the truth that the outside bankers control your world, control you through money, nothing's ever going to change. Nothing ever happens. Nothing happens at all. Even after 2 world wars, the needle restarts and we all sing along like before. There you go. There's your answer. Baffo. Back. We're looking at Andre Agassi with a broken leg. That looks like Billie Jean King. I know it's not, but it's probably some famous tennis dude. I don't know. But there you go. Andre Agassi. It's a woman. Oh, look at that shoulder tilt. Look at the... Oh, I know it's holding a bag, but it's still akimbo. You only have to look at a few pictures to get your answer, look. Arms akimbo. No bag this time, look. Arms are still akimbo. Same with this one, look. Arms akimbo. Walking in line. Walking in line. That's all you have to do. Look at the gates. We're done. Andre Agassi is a girl. Steffi Graf is a man. Do you know what? I didn't even check. I forgot to check as we was going along. That Placido picture there was absolutely perfect last night. Ryan Gosling, tell me I booted you? You've gone, haven't you? You have. Good. Idiot. Posted a picture of Ryan Gosling's against 5 gates. He's got a male hand. Originally, Ryan was male and they changed it into a female. So what you're telling me is they don't only just clone and then make them secretly transgendered. They actually put out real celebrity males. Like, let's say we take Clint Eastwood. He's a real male and then you swap him for one of these clones that are secretly transgendered. That's what this person wants me to believe. You're on drugs. I blocked you, didn't I? I did block you. That's why your answer's not there. Good. I can't stand listening to trolls. You bore the life out of me. You really do. Where are we? Andre Agassi. Andre Agassi. Agassi. Is it two S's? I don't know. There it is. Andre Agassi. I love it when they're bald. I do. I absolutely love it when they're bald because that female skull literally goes in like a glove. Like a glove! Like a glove, it fits. Especially on a 50-50 picture like that. It's good night, Andre Agassi. On the skull alone. So when that person the other day told you that the skulls don't work, they work perfectly, especially when they're bald. The only time they don't work is when some troll like Roberto or Josephine are doing them. You understand? They get caught out by their own work, for crying out loud. Like a glove. Exactly. Like a glove. Right there, like a glove. They lie. How did Brooke Shields... this is Bevy's work. Look at the size of that hand. Look at the meatball knuckles. Straight legs. Needs to have a space between the feet. It's a man. It's a cock in a frock. Who's that? That's not Andre Agassi. That's... What's his name off? English telly. Shite Sports News. Whoa, look at the state of Steffi Graf's beak. Look at the size of that schnoz. They've both got big schnozzes though, aren't they? It's because they come from that country I'm not allowed to mention. Look at that egghead. Right, Andre Agassi, he's up there. We don't need to do him. Where was we? Steffi Graf is your next one. Steffi Graf, the German tennis player. There he is with a big schnoz. He reminds me of Gabby Roslin. Is it Gabby Roslin? I'm J.K. Rowling. But oh, do you know who else I'm seeing? Oh, who did they call that big mouth gobshite? Katie Hopkins. I'm seeing Katie Hopkins. Was that Lamal? Is that who it was? I thought it was Pat Sharp. Alpha. Santa Susan says it's Lamal. It's not Lamal, it's Pat Sharp of English telly. It does look like Lamal though, because you're looking at women. And that's how they get this nonsense going on about clones, right? Because Lamal looks like Pat Sharp. Pat Sharp looks like Andre Agassi. Steffi Graf looks like Katie Hopkins and J.K. Rowling. They're not the same person. They're not clones. They're just male skulls. And they've all had secret trans surgery. So they look similar. And that's all that it is. There he is. Steffi Graf. He's all neck, shoulders and arms. Look at the length and size of that blockhead. Look how wide he is below the eyes. Look where his earrings hang to. His deep set eye, his thick brow bone look. The short sloping forehead of a man. That is an absolute blockhead. It looks nothing like an egg, does it? There you go. The 1,000-yard stare versus the soft, doughy-eyed woman. And it shows in every picture, look. Look at the soft, gentle face of Andre Agassi. Right, Steffi Graf walking. You've just seen one. Walking. Steffi Graf with his husband, his wife, sorry. Andre Agassi with his husband. Steffi Graf again. Oh, they're all dudes. He's trying to walk like a woman. He's not pulling it off. Where's the diamond? Why have you got skulls in your kneecaps? Why are your kneecaps not bending outwards? All of them got knees pointing forward, look. Feet pointing forward. Men. Arms and hands and necks again. Right. We're done. Andre Agassi and his male bride husband, his mail order husband there, is a dude. Steffi Graf. To finish it off, we'll see Steffi's penis pictures. 1 second. It should come up. If it doesn't, they're getting reposted. Steffi Graf. He looks like someone. I can't think who it is. Joe Rogan? I can't think who it is. It's Joe Rogan and J.K. Look at that! That's the only place in the world that you can place Mama's spicy meatballs! Look at that dimple. Why hasn't Andre Agassi got one? Why have you got this huge crater? You know, if a scientist spotted you fly in a plane and they saw that, they'd think they found a new crater on the moon. The Steffi Graf crater. Is that his daughter? It's got to be. Look at the size of them dentures. Bright eyes. Right, Steffi Graf is not even here. I'll show you. Twitter. Twatters. Right, open back search. There we go. Graf should find him. Graf. Graf. Search. Whilst that searches, I'll come back 1 second and we'll just find a couple more pics on this dude walking. How can a light that shines so brightly suddenly shine so dim? Knees are pointing forward. 50 paces, look. 50 paces. Look at the length of those arms. Absolute vine swinger coming towards you. Straight legs. Who's that? I don't know who that is. That's not Andrea Agassi and Steffi Graf. I don't know who they are. Wow, I'm seeing Gabby Roslin. Is it Gabby Roslin? I think I am seeing Gabby Roslin. Right, back to Twitter. Open up my back file. Steffi Graf. There's one. That's on his nose, though. What's that? Is that Boris Becker with him? Oh, it is. I don't know. I was talking to Big Nose. We're going to need a bigger boat. Yes, we are. There's what we're looking for. Steffi Graf's penises. I'll show you them in a second. Have we got any more? Haven't we got a Steffi Graf? Are you kidding me? Is that my Steffi Graf? Oh, well, 1 second. We're going to need to find a couple more gates. That's a nice one. I can't believe I don't have a Steffi Graf. I guess when I found his penis pictures, that was enough. Why do you need a meme when you can see his cock? Right, street. 1 second. Street. I've got that one. What's that one? Oh, that's nice. Straight legs, knees together. I'll take it. There's another one. Size of that neck. Straight legs, knees together. He does look like Princess Diana, doesn't he? In that picture, he really does. There's another one. Game over. Absolute game over there. Boys were boobs. Straight legs, knees together, space between his feet. I've got that one. Right, I'll take these pictures. Save image. I can't believe I ain't done Steffi Graf. How can a light that shines so brightly suddenly shine so dim? Bright eyes. Steffi Graf is a dude. I'm about to show you his penis when I get these pictures. 4. I need one more Steffi. Or should I say Stevie? That's not good enough, Stevie. Let's have another one. That'll do fine. Save image. Knees together versus knees apart, look. Knees apart, knees together, game over. I like that one as well. I'll take that for a 6. And then I just need your face. Let's get rid of walking. And we just need a good old picture of your schnoz. We got that in close up because that male skull will just rattle in there. Nope, nope, nope. Don't tell me that's him. No chance. I've never looked at a little girl and thought, look at the size of your neck, little girl. You got, there we go, that'll do. 50-50. Yeah, wide-ass cheekbones, look. Rectangle-shaped eyes, short, sloping forehead. He's had the chin feminized, that's it. We're done. Steffi Graf, absolute male. Gabriella Sabatini, now that is a request. So is Roger Federer. Let's take Gabriella Sabatini because that is a beast. Gabriella Sabatini. Look at the jaw and hands on this dude. Is that him? I don't know who that. That's not him, is it? Is that him now? That's the one I know. Right, 1 second. Steffi Graf, backfiled. There's only 2 pictures, right? There is. That needs doing. Right. Steffi Graf. Call me old-fashioned. Fashioned. There you go. Now if we go home and open up Steffi Graf, right there, we know, you know what we need. It needs it. It does. I don't care what you say. Oh, ruining my comic timing again.
That feeling
You
of
bitches,
rewashing
YouTube.
dishes that didn't get clean. I don't.
With fairy
FTM. Look, FTM. Look at that egghead. FTM. They're in all the adverts, right? People keep saying, I'm spotting them in adverts. It's everything. You're not allowed to influence natural people. Because you're a natural person. It has to come from them all the time. That's how you don't notice them. Look at the egghead. Close set eyes, high set, small ears, small hot dog eating mouth. Look at that. Perfect for eating hot dogs. Sloping jawline, pointed chin. No, don't download it. Oh my fucking word. That's just wound me up. Stop it! 1 second. Yeah! I just closed that window. I'm going to be mad if I did. Oh, it's there. That's why. Shut that. Open that. Tosses. Skip. Right. Play. Here we go. At last. Minute later.
Oh, you touch my tra-la-la.
My ding ding dong. My big ding dong. I don't care what you say. That right there is a tallywhacker. Right there, that's a tallywhacker. Call me old fashioned, but I prefer vaginas that don't cast shadows, okay? I don't know. I was talking to Big Nose. Okay. Steffi Graf. It's a dude. He's got a penis. Gabriella Sabatini, next one. I've got a picture with this one and what's that egghead called? I can't remember what the egghead's called. I'll show you in a second. Gabriella Sabatini. Look at the Adam's apple on it. Look at the trachea and the Adam's apple on that thing. Look at the shoulders. Look at the clavicle here. No bra strap in the history of bra straps can climb over that bone. Women don't have this bone sticking up. That's why your bra strap falls off your shoulder. Look at the six pack. Look at this shoulder and arm. The neck, the Adam's apple, the big teeth, the square jaw, the shadow casting jaw, the back cave underneath the chin, where he's had his Adam's apple shaved down. This is a dude. There's a picture of him with his leg cocked over a chair. Wait till you see the size of his foot. It's ridiculous. There he is, receiving an award for being best male tennis player who wears women's clothes. Look at that neck. Oh, it's Steffi and Gabby together. Look at the jawlines on them. This one's been more feminized than that one, right? But still, look at the cheekbones on both of them. Look at the deep set eyes. Look at the short sloping foreheads. Look at the necks. Look at that double pronged Adam's apple. Boys with boobs on YouTube. Poncho, that girl over there wants to buy you a drink. Fuck. No thanks. Taxi for Ponch. Is that him playing tennis on the beach? It is. He's tucking that really. No, he's not tucking that. What is that? That's a strange shadow right there, isn't it, boys and girls? I mean, you can tell me it's muscle if you want. Uh-oh. What's that? Ah, woo! That is definitely...
Oh, you touch my tra-la-la.
My ding ding dong. Gabby's knobby. Oh, that's definitely a penis, isn't it? I'll take that picture. I wish it was clearer than that. I saw it in the other picture though. There's something there, look. In the little picture, I'm seeing a big shadow there. Go on, tell me it's his tenor lady. I dare you. Tell me it's a tampon. I thought tampons went up inside you. You didn't wear them on the outside of your clitoris. It's a tampon. Don't get me started. Right. Oh, there's another one there. He's fucking bulging. Oh my God. Is that him? He's bulging, whoever that is. Oh my gosh. Look at these arms. He's got a pee-pee. I'm sorry, but he has. He's got a little green stripy pee-pee down there. Oh, it's a dude. Oh, it's just a dude in a bikini, man. Oh, lazy girl's my ass. They didn't even try, did they? They didn't, did they, though? Oh my gosh, how many sausage pictures can I find?
Oh, you touch my tra-la-la.
My ding ding dong. My ding ding dong. That's 3 on the trot. Gabriella Sabatini didn't care, did he? He just let it all hang out, the dude. Oh, he's tucked a bit better there. Look at the size of that shoulder. He's a pit monster, isn't he? He is, though. Look at those teeth. Sweet baby Jesus. Deepness of those eyes. Uh-oh. Houston! Look at the snail. I could put Mama Spicy Meatball in that gap. Look at the size of that neck. It looks like Cindy Crawford. Is anyone else seeing Cindy Crawford there? That looks like Cindy Crawford. Uncanny. Who's that? That's another one, isn't it? Who's that? Is that Federer? Which one's that? I can't remember which one that is. Oh, that is shocking, isn't it? I'm taking that picture. I'll do something with that. Oh my word, look at the Adam's apple on it. And this passed. This literally passed. See, the older they get, it's the harder. Look at that. It's just a dude. It's just a dude. It's an absolute dude. Look at his Adam's apple. If you was in a disco dancing, lads, and this thing came up dancing with shoulders like that, size 12 feet and an Adam's apple gawping at you, would you carry on dancing? I'm in the mood for dancing, romancing. Straight legs, knees together, vine swinger. Look at those arms. Look, almost a knee scratcher. Open those fingers out and it can almost scratch its own knees. I can't even get that close. Absolute vine swinger. There's no wonder it's good. The men are better at tennis. Look at that. It could stop a ball 8 feet going out. Gabriella Sabatini, you gotta be kidding me. If you think that's a woman with a neck like that, you are kidding me. Absolutely kidding me. This beach photo made me want to throw up when I saw it. I think I'm going to be sick. It wasn't just the Adonis belt that I could see and the six-pack, the flat tummy, the lack of breast, the male hand. Look at the size of that. It's another one that didn't need a tennis racket. It could have just played with its hands. Look at the Adam's apple. Look at the diesel. It literally looks like a cargo ship coming towards me. Look. It's in the right environment. Size of that kid hand. I still can't get over that hand. I've got to take that picture. I've got to take that picture. That's what Clint Eastwood's hand should look like. Donald Trump should have hands like that. Oh look, he looks like he actually is playing with his hand there. Look at the size. Is that his hand? How's his hand turned around backwards like that? Oh gosh, Gabriella Sabatini. Oh, you're a fella till the cows come home. I'll tell you what, if I was on the beach, knee deep in water, and this one came up and said, "Hey Poncho, do you want to go skinny dipping?" And that was the same reaction as to seeing a dorsal fin in the water coming towards me. I'd be like SpongeBob riding on the back of David Hasselhoff. Get me out of here. Right, anyway, Gabriella Sabatini is a dude. I don't know how this one passed. I really don't. Walking. I didn't show you the picture of his foot. Wait 1 second. It's a man, final answer, straight legs, bony out. Ha, 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 ha. See the demons in the kneecaps, look, with the horns. Straight legs, needs to have a space between his feet. There's another one. Gabriella Sabatini. Oh, he's not walking there. He is there, though. He is there. Game over. Look at the ski. Look at the difference in the skeletons. Big man there, little woman here. Ski with legs and hips. Straight legs and knees. Gabriella Sabatini is a dude. I fail him on his double-pronged Adam's apple. On the neck alone, I fail him. Okay? On that trachea alone, I fail thee. And it's going to be like this for all of you students. When you're walking round, when you finally see them, when you see it, you'll see it. You won't have any doubts. You'll just know. It'll have a massive neck, square jaw, deep set eyes, an Adam's apple, and a place that I can put Mama's spicy meatball. That's what they'll have. All right? Gabriella Sabatini is a man. Look at the wingspan. Look at the length on that muscle. That's why when I went to the gym, I couldn't understand why my muscle wouldn't ball up like the FTMs do. I couldn't understand why, because my arm's longer. Right, next, John McEnroe. That's a good choice. Let's do John McEnroe. Oh, I didn't do the foot. Wait. Gabriella Sabatini sat. No, who's that? That's got to be his brother, surely. Oriana. Whoever Oriana is, he's got a big chin and neck, hasn't he? Oriana. Not there. Sat. Feet. That's not a bad one. It's not the one I'm looking for. Look at the size of that oofa. Is it this set? No, it's not that set either. It's an old set, like a yellowish picture. Gutted. I can't find it for you. But he has got some loafers, I'm telling you. Dress. Let me try dress. Last chance. Dress. I'm not paying YouTube anything, Trini. None of these systems get anything from me. I have to pay for my internet. It's a luxury. My internet's a luxury item. I have to pay for that. But there you go. Oh my gosh. Is that him on his wedding day? Sweet baby Jesus. Look at those Boeing 747 wingspans. Right, I can't find it. There's a picture of him sat in a chair somewhere. Look at the shoulders on him. Skinny, long, muscular body. We're done. Who did you say? John McEnroe. You cannot be serious, Annabelle. McEnroe. There we go. John McEnroe. Straight away by the eyes. John McEnroe and the head. Look at the squashed down face. The face is pushed down by the five head because it bellows outwards, look. That's what gives them this egg face shape. Look. I don't know how many times. No. I don't know how many times I have to show you this. But the woman has this egg-shaped face with a sloping jawline and pointed chin. The face itself is pushed down by the five head compared to the male face, which is spread out. Look, the woman's face is tightly knit together. Bink. A tightly knit face with a big old five head. T-file scientist. If someone had told me that John McEnroe was a girl back in the day, I wouldn't have believed you. But now it's clear as day, right? I'm looking at a woman. Looks a bit like George Bush. Close set. He's got big ears for a woman. Close set eyes, though. Rounded eye socket look. Pink lips. Small mouth. 5 head. Widest in the hairline, not in the cheeks. No Adam's apple. No. Explain to me how Gabriella Sabatini has got an Adam's apple and John McEnroe hasn't. Explain it to me like I'm 4 years old. You see, all pictures are admissible in court as evidence. You do know that, right? My 20,000 memes are evidence against the whole of the celebrity kingdom. From politicians to boxers to tennis players. I've got 20,000 memes and they're all evidence of what I'm saying. I wish I was crazy, I really do. But I'm not. I've seen the kingdom of God and it looks beautiful. Much more beautiful than this world I'm living in. I'm surrounded by people that don't care. I'm surrounded by friends and family that don't give a rat's ass if they're being lied to. So what if the world's flat? So what? You don't deserve the life that God gave you. You really don't. Forgive me for saying it, Father, but they don't. That they should not know your presence, your majesty. Egghead, final answer. John McEnroe is a woman. He looks like, who's that? Paulie Shaw. I'm seeing Paulie. Anyone else see Paulie Shaw there?
The one with the really high helium voice. He was meant to be gay as well, but he wasn't gay. He was just a woman pretending to be a man. And the reason his voice sounds like that is because it's a woman who's drinking testosterone.
It's not a real man. Final answer, that's a woman. Walking, John McEnroe. Right there. Game over. Even the woman carrying the... Look how small this woman is. Look at the ski whiff leg. Look how the calf is curved upwards. Calf curved backwards on the back. Look, the broken leg. This is a little woman. That's a taller woman. And that's a woman as well. I can't see your legs, but I know you are. John McEnroe mincing. Game over. John McEnroe mincing again. Game over. Have I got John McEnroe? Let me just have a look in the back file. Steffi Graf, I was missing. McEnroe. John MC, should find it. Search. What's it? Searches for John McEnroe. We'll carry on. How many gates? 4. Is that a 5th? Game over. Walks in line. Forensics doesn't lie. People do. The skeletons don't lie. People do. That's why this is the only science in the world that's used in courtrooms. It's used in courtrooms all around the world. Lovely. Right, John McEnroe's a girl. Who was the next one I saw? Oh, I can't see any names. Is that enough? That's enough. Anyway, how many did we do? Did 4 or 5, didn't we? We can come back and do some more anyway. Oh, Serena Williams. Serena Williams. How can you miss Serena? Oh, the Williams brothers. Serena Williams. Young. Let's get a picture of the two boys together. Here's the two boys with mummy. Where's the picture I'm looking for? There. It's the picture I'm looking for. They're just two young... That's Ronald Reagan. These two are what? I'd say 7 and 10 years old maybe there. Stood with Ronald Reagan. Have you got any pictures with Ronald Reagan? Hello, Tim. How you doing? Long time no see. Have you got any pictures with Ronald Reagan, Tim? Have you got any pictures with Ronald Reagan Alpha? I don't. I've got a couple of pictures with one band and one footballer. I've got a couple of pictures. But that's it. And the only reason I have those pictures is because I was hired to do magic and balloons for them. So at one point, before I stopped working as a balloon twister, I was being hired by lots of these people, I'm telling you. billionaires and millionaires from around. Once I did the band, the Hollies, and once I did a couple of footballers, their friends and family started hiring me because I'm a great entertainer. I am. I make people laugh. I do. Believe it or not, I make people laugh. They started hiring me everywhere. And in hindsight, there's quite a few parties I can think of where something didn't sit right with me. And I know what it is now. I was working for these people. At one point, I was at a footballer's house and they put me in a different room to the other entertainers. I was on my own and all the children came and see me, but they had like a separate room where everyone was, and they was just bringing out small families to see me. And then it then said, you can sit and have something to eat if you want, Punch, and the food was gorgeous. I'll tell you now, they hired this chef from somewhere and I've never eaten a rib like it. It just fell off the... I've never had a rib like it. It was gorgeous. But I was sat with the footballers' brother and sister, who were also flipped. I didn't realise at the time, but they were flipped. And I was sat with them, and one of them said, I like the magic you was doing, so I also do adult magic as well as children's. So I did some adult tricks at the table, and as I'm doing them, a footballer came and sat next to me without me knowing, and was like, everyone was laughing because I didn't realise she was sat next to me. It was a man, but she was sat next to me, and she was enjoying the magic. And then when it came to turning round, I realised she was sat next to me. I stole the show again, of course. I got him to sign a card. I went, you know how you do with a magician, he wants you to sign a card. Only when I pulled the cards out and pulled a card out for him to sign, it was, football sticker books. It was one of them. I got him to sign it for a little kid who wanted his name on the card. But that was a nice touch. It really was a nice touch by me, I'll say myself, because it made the footballer really light up because I had this signed picture of him. But my point is this. Everybody at the party knew I was a natural person. And when they invited me back the second time and Raish came along, they all knew that me and Raish were real people. I don't know how many other real people were at the party. I really don't. But I'd hazard a guess that most of the people were there were flipped because it was a footballer and his family. So I've been in the presence of these people, but only as hired. They've never come and give me an award or anything and been pictured like this with them. Look at how high up Ronald Reagan's trousers are. Look at the hips on her. Right, Serena Williams, it is so simple. Look at the size of them guns. It's a man. Look at the size of his bowling ball head. It is a huge man. You place him next to Mike Tyson and he's bigger than Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was the female heavyweight boxer of the world. I've already used this meme. Tell me, look at the shoulder to the elbow. Look how small that arm is. And then look at this one from shoulder to elbow. Who's got the bigger arm? And it's right there. Who's taller in stature? Who's wider across the shoulders? And there is Mike Tyson telling you, look at the hips on Mike Tyson there. There is Mike Tyson telling you Serena would knock the living crap out of him. She would. If he could box as good as this one could box, that one's getting knocked out. That's why Mike's telling the truth. This is the real world champion right there. Both in tennis and boxing. And there is a difference. The close set, arched eyebrows look, rounded eye sockets of a woman, the closed over eyes, rectangle shaped, far apart, square jawed. But the truth is in plain sight. It really is. Serena Williams walking. Done. Straight legs. Look at the size of the feet. Straight legs, knees together, space between the feet. I've got a problem with that cameraman there as well. That leg looks like it's curving inwards. There's another one. Straight legs, knees together, space between the... Hello, wildlife and fisheries. Another one, space between his legs. Stair fail. Oh, he's not moving. Where's that other one? There he is, look. Broken leg, look. Broken leg. Look at those straight legs. Absolutely. It's a dude. Again, with his broken foot. It's a ritual. I don't know what it is. Is that Will Smith? That looks like Will Smith. King Richard. Whoever that is. Right, we're done. Serena Williams is bloke. Is that him dancing? Yeah, we're done. Serena Williams is the man. Final answer. What was that last one? Was it from Anna Souza? Novak Djokovic. Oh yeah, that's the one that was with Gabriella. Novak Djokovic. There it is. Doesn't this one say the earth's flat? This one says the earth's flat, doesn't he? Is it this one or is it Federer? One of them says the earth's flat, doesn't he? Images. Long face, wider long face, close set eyes, small, high set ears. Why has Gabriella Sabatini got a stronger neck and a place to put a spicy meatball than Novak Djokovic? They can't accept it. People say, no, it's to do with the bloodline and the genes. Yeah, they're from flip-flops. Full stop. It's an egghead. Never trust a man whose eyes are too close together, ears too high, mouth too small, teeth too narrow, lips too pink. Lacking trachea and Adam's apples. We can tell just by the way you walk. I don't need your face. I can do it by walking. But we don't always have gaits, which is why I've taught you to learn the skulls. That's why these people come in chat and tell you, try and muddy the waters. The skulls don't work. They work perfectly with me. I'll tell you. They work perfectly with Sean. But when you're given to other people who are trolling you, who want you to believe that Mr. E is a man, or Simon Woods is a man, or Michelle XY is a woman, I just blow it out the window. Show us your gates, show us your faces. Stop fanning around, the lot of you. You're meant to be the leaders of the transvestigation community, and not one of you has got a gate or face video up there. Do it. Because when all the world catches up, my students will put your students to shame. Let's have a look. Jared, I love your work. From Flamingo. Straight legs, knees together, space between his feet. That's a man. Djokovic, flamingo foot, right there. What do I mean by flamingo foot? Someone earlier on, I thought I'd explained it. See, they don't watch my videos. For some reason, I don't think that everybody can see when I post this. Look, it's only had 191 views, look. Steffi Graf. 151 views, and it's only been up 5 minutes. But this has been up an hour. It's only got 191 views. I don't think everybody gets to see these posts. When I post Friday Night Live, or like earlier on, I posted Skulls. There, Skulls. 400 views, 6 likes. See, I don't think everybody sees these. In all of me subscribers, all my followers, I don't think they all get to see it. I think it's ghosted. Where's that picture? There. David Beckham and Kevin Hart. The two markers. The flamingo foot, look. Women open the knees when walking. Rule number 1 is to watch the knees. You'll see the knees open slightly, and then they'll come back together. Knees crossed over. With the feet kicking out towards 8 p.m. or 4 p.m. Whatever. 8 and 4 o'clock. You can see it. It's right there. And that's what I mean by flamingo foot. So when we come to this, and I see that leg kicking outwards and this one not, I know that's a woman, I know that's a man, just by looking at your knees. Don't need to see your feet, just look at your knees. Your knees are together, your knees are apart. It's that subtle. From the rear, flamingo foot. Stair fail on both. And again, the inline, Jared, I love your work. Inline footfall of a woman. And again, the broken leg and foot pointing outwards towards 8 o'clock. Knees separated. From the rear, knees separated. Djokovic. There you go. It's a woman. There was another one. Who was it? Tim Henman. Clues in the name. Let's do Tim Henman quickly and then we'll start with celebrities. We've done enough tennis players. Why am I putting that in there? Tim Henman. Hen's a female. Roosters are boys. It's like Simon Cowell. Cowell's a girl. Bowles a boy. Sandra Bullock. Tim Henman. Images. The amount of people who wanted this one to win Wimbledon. It's all rigged. All sports are rigged, I'll tell you now. I've got the sloping jawline, pointed chin of a woman. I've got no trachea. Explain to me, like I'm 4 years old, why Gabriella Sabatini has got stronger trachea and everything else than Tim Henman. Tim Henman's got closer eyes, crow's feet, is widest in the hairline lot. Can't see the widow's peak, but it will create a letter M lot. High set ears, sloping jawline, pointed chin, small dentures. Tim Henman fails the forensic skull check, right? That's how we check. We check it from the list, from these two skulls. You remember the markers, you remember these faces, and when you see people, it just applies itself. It really does. Tim Henman walking. Do you know what? I ain't checked the back file for any of these. See if I've got them. Who's that? John McEnroe. Yeah, I have got McEnroe. Question is, do I have Henman? Henman. Clues in the name. Hen being female, man being a man. It's a boy girl, a cowgirl, cowboy. Right, whilst that searches, we'll go after Tim's Gates. Getty Seal on the bitch. Is that here? It is. It's in line. It's not a good shot, though. Abbey Road, foot and knee kicking outwards, inline footfall. I'm looking for that full mince, Tim. There it is. From the top down, inline footfall, walks like a woman lot. You cannot stop the truth. You cannot block all the holes in your dam. The information is being leaked out slowly for a reason. Because if you did it quickly, the world would shut down and just go into full riot mode, wouldn't it? That's why all these rich people and millionaires, billionaires have dug themselves underground bunkers. That's it. That's all there is. Street. I don't know if I'll have a Henman. There weren't many gates there. Street. There's a nice one. Full mince, inline footfall with shoulder tilt, arm akimbo. What's that? Full mince. Is that him? Tim Henman, it is. A young Tim Henman. Arm and shoulders lot. Akimbo, tilted, twisted, and full mince. Again, Getty image on the picture. The Getty seal of approval that you're looking at a flip-flop. Backfire, what are you saying? Have I got a Henman? I do not have Tim Henman. Unbelievable. Let's have you, Tim. I'll take these 5 pictures that we just collected. 1, 2. Looks a bit like Simon Cowell there to me. Is it Simon Cowell or someone else I'm saying? Oh, I can't remember. Let's go back. We'll take that one top down. A side view. Save. And go back. That one there. And we're done. And now I just need your face, Tim, and we're done. I can't believe I ain't done Tim Henman. Wait. Is it this one? Before I leave. Let's have a look. Dunblane. Is it Tim Henman or is it the other one? Dunblane shooting. Another load of bollocks. Freemason with a shotgun. Dunblane shooting. There we go. The Dunblane massacre. Images. Oh, it's not Tim Henman. It's the other one, innit? I can't remember who it is. There. Andy Murray. 2 first names. It's a little girl look. That is a little girl looking back at you with High set ears and close set eyes, no jawline, the big 5 head look. There she is. The tennis player, Andy Murray. Andy Murray apparently hid under the table. All the other children in his class got shot, but the flip-flop survived it. You really want me to believe that all of these children, except for one, made it? That's the story that they produced. This one, I used to think it was the butler of King Charles. There's a picture of Charles Jimmy Savile. And again, remember, these liars, these cheaters want you to believe the lie. The lie was, you know, have you seen that picture of the red shoes with Podesta and they're all saying it's Jerry McCann in the background? It's not Jerry McCann, but they just want you to believe it, and loads of truthers fall for it. I did. It was this picture, where is it? With Jimmy Savile, this one. There. I was told that that was the same person, and without researching it properly, I fell for the lie. It's not the same person. That's a museum curator, but it does look like the Dunblane shooter. I'll give you that. It does look like Thomas Hamilton. It does look like Thomas Hamilton, but it's not Thomas Hamilton. It's another female. They're all females, but there they are, wearing dresses. Yeah, you can call it what you fucking like. It's a dress. These are women wearing dresses, and they've got every single Scottish natural male to accept cross-dressing. Yes, you heard me first, Scottish males. You're cross-dressers. I don't care what you think, right? It's not a kilt. The last person who said that got killed. Whatever, it's a joke. It's a joke on you. God said don't wear dresses. You're wearing dresses. Someone confused you and made you believe that it's a tradition. Tradition! It's a tradition. It's a tradition for you to dress like women. Off you go. On your way. Andy Murray, 2 first names, survived this shooting. Hid under a table, this one. Hid under a table whilst Thomas Hamilton went round shooting the whole school up. He shot all the natural kids but missed the flip-flop. The whole lot is bollocks. All the victims, it's bollocks to me. It is. I don't believe none of it. You see, this one is a flip-flop. Thomas Hamilton is a woman right there. Egghead, no jawline, pink lips, small ears, close-set, beautiful eyes, opened eyes, flat forehead. And this is also a woman, Andy Murray. So the shooter is a woman and the survivor is a woman. That means every single one of these is full of shite. I love forensics. I really do. Do you know what got me today? I'll show you. Let's get Tim Edmund. Did I take that face? I've got your Gates. I've got that face. We're done. Tim Edmund, out the window. Conor McGregor. Have we done Conor McGregor?